All right, guys, so we got 2 tanks to her. I got her chilled out now. She's nice and cool. We're going to go for the 3rd tank. And this time I went ahead and went about maybe 90 minutes, maybe 2 hours on a low speed. Went about 2 hours on a high speed. We're going to let her idle up, see what she does. And I got a new microphone, so I'm going to attempt to actually talk to y'all while I got this thing running. All right, so let's top her off. Give her some more of the good Sidewinder, 20%. Boy, that sucked that tank like completely dry. All right, so let's fire up and let her make the noise. And I'm going to continue to narrate, and hopefully you guys will be able to hear me. I'm going to give her a little bit more throttle trim, just because. Now these things as they're idling, they have that habit of loading up oil in the muffler. So the game plan is you got to blow them out a little bit from time to time. That's why you always see the racers going wing, 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 wing. They're keeping oil out the muffler so they get decent, stable pressure. So she ain't sounding bad. I ain't gonna lie about that. All right, I'm gonna take some idle out of her. She's idling good. So the idea, what we're trying to do, we want to be able to hammer it and let her return the idle without stalling. You do that through your base idle screw, which is on the bottom, and generate your low speed. You don't want it loading up too bad when you're out of the throttle. And then straight to brakes, and she does not stall. Now you see all the smoke. She's still running a little bit on the rich side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give her about another hour on the high speed. Low speed seems good. Low speed is the tip in. The tip is when you hammer down on the throttle and she takes off. So that sounded pretty good. Do it again. All right, so we're going to give another hour. She needs a little bit more top end RPM. I don't want to go too nuts because, well, she's brand new. Chad never got her running. Yeah, that's pretty good for right now. And also, if you can see these spur gears moving around, they're actually running backwards. It's just the harmonics of the clutch and the vibration of the engine. All right, guys, let's get her through this tank, and I'm going to body her up, and we're going to take her outside. So, guys, when I was talking about earlier, if your wheels aren't moving, all 4, and your transmission's moving, you're actually going backwards. You're harmonically spinning the thing on the one-way bearing, because if it was going the other direction, the wheels would actually move. See what I mean? So don't let that bother you. You're not hurting anything. All right, guys, this is tank number 4, kind of the end of the tank. We're going to do a little bit of break-in driving. We're not going to go nuts with it, but we're going to run it. So I got my daughter on camera. She does wheelie very, 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 very probably better than she should. Hits that second gear real quick. Yeah, it's kind of hard in first gear to keep the nose down, but I can't be mad at that because, well, remember the vehicle that I was looking to get. It was a Wheelie King. Yeah, we're going to do a little bit of suspension tuning and try to get that wheelie out of there because wheelie doesn't do you too much good. Wheelie is not forward motion. Yeah, she hits the third gear real quick. Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3. All right, guys, and this is not final tune. I'm still running her fat and happy, but we'll get her out there eventually. It seems like she needs a differential in the front because when you're coming out on her power, she's kind of rocking that wheel a little bit. Yeah, she wheelies way too easy. All right, guys. Well, there you have it. All right, guys. Kyosho USA1. Yeah, she got the torque. Alright guys, so my first impression of this thing were, hey, it was broken. We fixed it. No biggie. Wasn't hard to figure out. A little bit of common troubleshooting. Bang. She makes the noise. This KE25, she makes some stones. She's got the balls. She does the thing. But looking over the truck, go through some of the features. Obviously it's got a 2.4 gig radio. But she's got plastic shocks, but she does have metal caps and she does have metal adjusters on there. She's a solid axle truck, so she's got, she's built a lot like an actual monster truck. Upper and lower control arms, pannered rods front and rear. She handles reasonably good. 3-speed, which I like. It does have plastic spurs, but it definitely has metal or plastic spurs, and it's got metal pinion gears. She got the chain drive on her, which is, so far, I've never really heard anybody needed to replace that chain. They really just don't break. But guys, overall, these things, they're on A-Main right now for $540, but they're on back order right now. But I'm going to give this thing 5 stars. When these things come on back order, guys, you need to get yourself some because this thing flies. And that wheelie bar on the back, you're going to need that. All right, guys, I will see you on the next one.